Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go!
Athletes aren't built during the season, they're built here, in the off-season, where real progress happens. At the Den Sports Performance and Agility Center, they don't just train, they develop. For athletes ages 13 to 17, they offer team packages and individual group training with up to 5 weekly sessions of your choice of dryland or strength-focused work. Every program blends strength, agility, balance, mobility, speed, and recovery with a focus on durability that most programs overlook. Because showing up on game day means staying strong all season. Every session is coached by a certified speed and strength specialist and focused on long-term athletic success, not quick fixes. Flexible programming, real results. The Den Sports Performance and Agility Center is where serious athletes level up. Book your spot now at thedenyqr.ca. Okay, so level with me. You were never leaving.
I was never leaving, man. I couldn't. It's my home, man. This is my city. I couldn't picture myself leaving. Obviously, these negotiations went very well. Obviously, they came with a strong offer from the jump, so that made things easier. Obviously, I wanted to be compensated properly, so again, if they never got to that, then yeah, would I have to have gone to the open market? And again, for me, it was never about chasing the money, because if I wanted to chase the money, I would have went to free agency in February, and teams would have for sure offered me more. So for me, it was about, leaving a lasting legacy here as a Bomber. I've been doing some great things. I've had great teams and great players around me, which has allowed me to find success. So I just look forward to continue to build that.
So take the fans a little bit behind the scenes, and you guys had garbage bag day and you were doing your thing, and I'm not going to give too much away, but Ethan, my son, left the locker room early and you said, "Hey, Ballsy, where are you going? I might not be here. This could be the last time you're with me in a locker room." And I think my son's exact words were, "Fuck off, Brady. You will be here. I'll bet you $250. So I think you have to pay Ethan $250. He knew you weren't going.
I was just on FaceTime with Ethan last night, actually, on my way to the Jets game. And so first thing he said, "Hey, congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Glad that you're back, but you owe me $250. So that e-transfer will be sent over to Ethan. But no, we had that conversation in garbage bag day. We're all, sitting in the locker room having some drinks and enjoying the last couple moments together, because the team will be different next year, right? There'll be guys that unfortunately won't come back, and it always looks different every year. So just enjoying those moments. But Ethan was like, "You're never leaving," and I was like, who knows? You never know in this industry. Of course I wanted to be here, and I'm glad the deal got done, but you still never really know where you're going to end up. So I'm just really glad we got the deal done.
Brady, I've always been a C in the CFL. I'm a Canadian guy. We know each other. Well, I know you from interviewing you before. You wouldn't know me much now, but obviously my son's playing with you. But I've always been a C in the CFL guy. So when I went to Bomber games this last year, and I'd be walking back to Ethan's apartment, which was within walking distance. Yes, I'd see Willie Jefferson jerseys, and I'd see Kolaros, and I'd see Evan Holm, and a few of the great American players, because I like American players. But 2-1, it was Oliviera and Dembski. How cool is it? You kind of touched on it, but how cool is it to be in your hometown, being a 2-time MOP, getting the money, showing the respect that way, but the fans, the adulation. Can you even put into words what that is like?
Dude, the love and support that not just myself and Demmer, but the entire team gets in the community here. Honestly, we got the best fans in the league. They're so amazing. The love that you get when you're out in the community, when you're out in the grocery store, they just want to say what's up and say, "Hey, good luck on the weekend," or "Hey, great game," or whatever it is. It is awesome. And driving, for example, on game day, and you're pulling up to the stadium and people are arriving, and you see those 20 jerseys and those 10 jerseys. It's a surreal moment, especially I think for both of us hometown guys that pour so much into this, because it means maybe that much more to us, with us being local boys and wanting to make our city proud, and seeing them support with buying our jersey. I mean, it's cool, man. I'll tell you this, my mom is extremely proud when she goes to games and she sees all the 20 jerseys.
there's a double-edged sword though. When you're winning, when you're doing well, things are great. When it's not, you get some of that too. Do you block out the social media? I know you're on socials and you're very active. Do you block it out kind of during the season? How does that work for you? Because it is, I live in a fishbowl, Regina. Winnipeg's 4 times the size, but the passion is still there. So what's that like to be a high-profile athlete? Which really, like I said this, if I was ranking the top 5 athletes in Winnipeg right now, Hellebuck's probably number 1. You're number 2. Dembski's number 3. Like, it's a coin flip there. Then you got Scheifele and Zach Collaros. Like, I'd say 3 of the top 5 athletes are Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's it's very kind of you. Don't know if I'd put myself that high on the list, but appreciate it. Obviously, we got a great market here for sports in general, with the Jets, with the Bombers, with the Winnipeg Seabears, our basketball team. The fans obviously love you when you're winning, and when you're not doing well, they might get a little chippy. And you definitely, with me being super active on social media, you definitely see some things. I mean, it's right in front of your face. It's hard not to see it when you scroll. And even with this signing, for example, you're seeing people saying that it's a lucrative deal, and for me, getting that money, and I'm not worth that, and why are they paying a running back that much money? And you kind of you don't comment on that, but you definitely do see it. And for me, it's I've always earned what I've got. What I've got. I've worked my ass off for everything that I've got, and nothing's ever been handed to me, and I deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've butted heads with other media types, with, me, I don't pull punches, and it's like, you know what? I didn't like that whole narrative, CFL, NFL, where running backs are a dime a dozen. Some might be, but there are some guys that are bell cows, and they aren't, and you're one of those guys. Like, I would say you, and I'd put Ouellette after this year is the 2 guys where CFL offenses run through the running back. And that's kind of uncharacteristic, because usually you use the pass to set up the run. That's not the case. And even so, you have a longer track record than AJ, and that's no disrespect to him. He had a great year. But I really feel like if there is a guy, I said this before, you may or may not have seen it, outside of quarterback, there's no other offensive player in the CFL that is more important to his team than you. So I'm happy for you. But having said that, Brady, what's got to change with this offense next year? Because, I'm Bomber Ballsy. I was the dad. I watched it, okay? The offense was uncharacteristically off-kilter is what I would say. What has to change this year, in your opinion, going into 2026?
Yeah, we weren't good enough this past season. Obviously, we didn't win enough games, which didn't lead to our end goal of going to the Grey Cup and winning it. So what needs to change, I would say, is we need to get back to, being a high-scoring offense. That's what excites people. You need to, put the players in the right positions to succeed. And so I think, I was saying this in the beginning, I do really believe that we had a Grey Cup caliber team, but our offense we did struggle. We struggled way too many times through the course of the season, from week 1 to the last game in Montreal. So we got to get back to, scoring touchdowns, finishing drives with 6, not 3, or with no points. We need to find a way to get in the end zone more, and just this past season we didn't.
Yeah. Hey, Brady, you're very active on social media, and people may or may not know this, but they followed you around last year with the camera, and they're doing, your buddy Andrew Harris had running back resilient or whatever it was called, and it was a great piece, and I'm glad to hear they're following you around. That's the one thing that's always lacked with this league. Like, I'm going to stand by this too. Leave the fucking game alone. The rules are fine. It's promote Brady, promote Dembski, promote Home, promote Kean Schaefer-Baker, promote the guys. That's what we're missing in this league. So just as much as you can tell us, what's this documentary about?
Yeah, so it's actually it's a reality TV show, unscripted.
Okay.
It is called Must Love Dogs. It comes out April 20th next year on CBC and CBC Gem. They're in the works of selling it to an international network and a U.S. network as well, so the whole world can see it, because it's going to be a very amazing show. We started filming in April, and we just ended filming about a week ago. So it's completed. It's, just a recap of the show. So you'll see all the work that we do across northern Manitoba with the dog rescue, Alex and I, the organizations that we work with here in Winnipeg. There's a number of the animal rescue organizations. And then you'll see our lifestyle in Winnipeg with our family and our dogs. And I think what's really cool about this is the football aspect to it. You're gonna they were there filming the off season to training camp, the dog days of camp, to the season, to the highs and the lows. They were in Montreal when we lost that playoff game. So you're gonna truly get a behind the scenes look at what a professional athlete goes through, what that looks like. The adversity, for example, when I get my shoulder injury, they were there filming the game, and then you see the rehab, me getting needles in my shoulder all the time to try to, get me back as quick as I can. So it's a very unique perspective that not many people get to see, and I think it's amazing not just for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, but it's amazing for the CFL. It's going to get so many eyes on this league and hopefully bring new fans.
Yeah, the one thing, I don't know if you, you're on social media, I don't know if you watch much when you're not playing other games, but they always ran that World Vision commercial, and I thought it was cool. It's a 60-second commercial. A bunch of the guys go to Kenya carrying water like the ladies do, and I'm like, I want more than a 60-second commercial. Where's my documentary? That's under the helmet shit. More podcasts like this. This is what the league needs.
1,000%. I've heard that comment a lot from people really enjoying that commercial that they're playing throughout the season of an amazing trip that we went on with World Vision through the CFL. Once in a lifetime opportunity that I got to experience there.
Yeah.
But for you guys to get a deeper look of what that actually looked like that could have been at least an hour special. You know what I mean? It was honestly a very amazing experience. And again, once in a lifetime opportunity. I wish you guys got to see more of it because it was really special.
You know this, I don't have to tell you this. You're a 1%er in terms of world earnings, right? You're in the 1% now, but you go there to do that, and then you sign this contract. Does that make you even more appreciative of what you have when you go do something like that, or you rescue a dog?
No, 1,000%. It makes me now want to go and give more back because, earning more money, so it allows me to fund my passion projects of volunteering and giving back. I spend my off season in Bali, so I leave on January 1st, so I'll be there for just over 3 months. And the big part of my travels when I go, it's about giving back to the community. So obviously it's a big dog rescue mission. It's putting on free spay and neuter clinics for the locals in remote villages. It's supporting locals that are doing street feedings daily for the street dogs, so helping fund them. Or whether it's working with local kid projects out there and bringing kids to a water park like we do in Bali and giving them a moment to experience it. It's about giving back. So me earning more money, it allows me to do more of those fun things that really lights a fire in me.
Where did that come from? Where did that charity come from? That upbringing?
Yeah, I think it's shout out to my mom. I think just the way she raised me and my siblings to be very charismatic, to give back, take the shirt off yourself and give it to others. It was just the way that she raised us. I mean, she did one heck of a job. There was lots of struggles that we faced in that household, and she was the rock through all those tough times, and now here we are. So she did a great job at that.
So how many dogs you got now? This money come in handy to feed the dogs, bro?
I'll say this, man. We have no kids, which is good, so that we can actually, do all these things, bring more dogs in. But they are expensive, man. We go through one massive bag of kibble about every 9 days, I think we have it down to now. So we got 4 dogs. So we got 4 massive dogs. So those are a lot of mouths to feed. But like I said, we don't have kids. I think dogs are probably much cheaper than kids. So I'll take it, man.
Hey, I love the relationship, at least from the outside, between the Jets and the Bombers. You went to the Jets game yesterday. I don't know if they mentioned anything in-house, but they did mention it on their social media. So that's kind of cool, back to that whole Jets-Bombers relationship.
Dude, it's so cool. Man, they gave me a Jonathan Taves jersey yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Another, Winnipeg legend. That is going to be signed and put in the man cave. Again, just, the love that they show their athletes here. It's a great sports market. I go to the Jets game fresh off a 3-year deal, and people coming up and wanting to take pictures and just chat and tell me thanks for coming back. And my whole comment was Merry Christmas is an early Christmas present. But I know that the Jets they showed a lot of love and gave me that jersey, which I thought was pretty cool.
I know a lot of the teams, a lot of fan bases were happy the Bombers weren't in the Grey Cup, much like the Kansas City Chiefs. Their dynasty, everybody says, is just ended. They got to go on a rebuild now. Mahomes is hurt, and will Kelsey retire and all that type of stuff. A lot of talk going there. Lastly, Why aren't the Bombers dead? Tell me what gives you. I mean, you're back, so that's great. I'm hoping Dembski's back. I'm sure he will be. He'll follow his buddy Brady O. But why should I feel positive about the Winnipeg Blue Bombers? Why are you not getting old? Why is your dynasty not closing?
Yeah, I think, and everyone was saying about that whole age thing, right? We do have some older, pieces on this team, but we also have a lot of good young talent on this team. Like, you look at the roster, and you look at some starting positions that we have, there's some young players in those positions. So I think that right there, I think also it starts from the top down with, Wade and this amazing organization, with Osh signing back, with Kyle signing back. That continuity will live on. My fear was if Osh left, well, then guys are going to start to leave and maybe follow others, right? So having them back, I think you'll have the main core of guys back. And our main core has won a lot of football games here. Do we maybe have to improve in certain aspects? Yeah, and that's why I signed back, because I trust this organization to make those calls. We've won a lot of games the last number of years, so I can trust them. But we have a lot of great pieces, so I'm excited. I think with Osh signing back, though, you'll see majority of the guys start signing back, which I think is good for everyone.
Yeah, it is. And lastly, football's funny. I've said this many times. I wish we could take what's behind a locker room and take it out into society. Doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal, doesn't matter if you go to church or you don't go to church, if you're black or white or Asian or whatever. When you put on that same uniform, whether it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you're going to battle together. And I wish we could take that into society, because it's become really divisive. But I snicker because there's you, there's Evan Holm, there's Ethan Ball, UND fighting Hawks. It's funny how it's a brotherhood, right? And sometimes it carries over from collegiate to the pros.
Yeah, no, it's there's nothing like pro sports, man. Being in a locker room with the guys and everyone coming from different walks of life, different colleges, different levels of football, and all coming together, and just how you mesh. And I think the greatest teams come together and mesh. And it's been really good. And obviously having the chance to play with your son, I'll say this on the record. Ethan was for sure one of my favorite rookies this past season. What a great dude. Comes into work with a great attitude, great mindset every single day, and he's just a good teammate. Those are the types of people you want in the locker room. So I'm very proud of him, how he attacked his rookie year, and I really do think he has a really bright future in this league. It's a guy I kind of took under my wing this year, and now no more rookie treatment next year. Now he's he's like a brother to me. So really enjoyed my time with him.
I was going to ask you that. I'm glad you brought it up in a leadership role, because Ethan and I talk every day, about 3 times a day. And I said, hey, have you been accepted by the guys? What's it like as a rookie? He said, he goes, I like Brady. I think Brady's trying to feel me out. He said he's trying to feel me out. And then when he broke his nose in Calgary and got it snapped back in on the bench, he said, I feel like that I earned some street cred there, because all the guys, after that, it was like I was on the Insies. So I don't know how, as a leader, how you learned as a rookie, and how you lead, when you kind of know if a guy's got it and if he's bought into the team. Because what is it? Fit in or fuck off with Winnipeg, right?
Baby. Yeah, FIFA. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. It's and I remember that game. It's, vets take notice, man. Even if we're not saying much, we're always watching. We are always watching and making sure who's doing the right things, who's not doing the right things, and who's busting their ass for their teammates every single day and doing the right things. And for example, there's been many stories of guys like that where you see hey, that guy's bought in, but a guy Ethan, when that happens, breaks his nose, gets it popped back in and goes back in and finishes the game and plays. It's that guy's ready to go to war for his boys, for his teammates. So I think as a rookie, that's how you start to earn some respect from the older guys in the locker rooms. Hey, this guy truly loves being here. He's bought in. And then as you get older, I think there's different ways to be a leader. Whether you're vocal or not. For me, I always say, I'll always lead by example. I'm not going to be the loudest dude. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just follow my steps. Look what I do on a day-to-day basis when it comes to getting all my workouts in, eating the right food, doing all my recovery post-practice, practicing hard during the week. Just follow my lead, and I promise you, good things will follow.
So Ethan's not much of a, he's a social guy, but he's not much of a partier. This is the last little story here, and then I'll let you go. So you guys are having your garbage bag day, having fun or whatever, and O'Shea really said that's important, that we wrap it up and have fun, brotherhood, right? Ethan comes home at 7 o'clock. He goes, I'm home, but Brady was all over me. Like I said, he doesn't want me to leave, come back. What are you going to do, Ballsy? There's no practice tomorrow. He goes, Dad, I'm just tired from the night before. And I said, if Brady, Oliviera, Zach Collaros, Nick Dembski, if those guys are telling you to go back, don't go back and drink. Just go around and carry an empty can. Yeah. But hang out with those dudes. And so then he texted me the next day. He goes, Dad, I'm glad I went back. Those are the best 2 days of my life.
He's a great story about it. And exactly, though, like in the game of football, like, are you going to remember a win in, Banjo Bowl win or something? Like, probably not. Are you going to remember those moments in the locker rooms, those road trips, like whatever it was? Like, those are the moments that you'll remember. Those are the special moments that you don't get probably post-football. This is the greatest job in the world, being to hang out in the locker room with your buddies. It's special.
Well, hey, I'm glad you got the bag, especially since you spend some of the bag on other people and animals. So appreciate it, man. Best of the holidays, safe trip to Bali, and I can't wait for 20 to steamroll again next year.
Let's go, baby. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Happy holidays.